Hello, my name is Allison Carmen, and welcome to my podcast, 10 Minutes to Less Suffering. And today I want to talk to you about this idea that our lives are not where we thought they would be, that we had these expectations of what we thought we would have achieved by now, relationships we thought that would last, opportunities we thought we would have based on the hard work that we've done. And I so understand these thoughts. And I know I've shared this on my podcast before, but my husband left me about 2.5 years ago. And I can't even tell you how many times I'll have this moment where I'll hear a friend is going away with their family, or I see a friend of mine is looking to buy a new home, or I'm at an event by myself. And sometimes I'll feel this sting, this moment of just such deep pain because my life's not where I thought it would be. I thought that my family would be together. I thought there would be trips and a new home and family gatherings. But that's not what my life is. And no matter how many times it bothers me, no matter how many times I get upset, no matter how many times I could argue or scream, I didn't want it to be the way it is. This is how it is. This is my life today. And my life comes with many blessings and many beautiful things. But I'm not where I thought I would be. But what I also know is this thought does nothing for me. And I'm not talking about denying the pain or the grief, but the thought itself. My life is not where I thought it would be. It is such an empty statement because it's arguing with reality. It's negative. And it makes me feel like I have lack in my life. It makes me feel like I don't have opportunities and possibilities because an expectation I had wasn't met. And over the last 2.5 years, I have realized that it's my narrative. It's the narrative of how I thought my life would be. It was my certainty, and life had another plan. And one of the most important things I have had to do over the last 2.5 years is not let those thoughts limit me. I don't suppress the pain. I process what I need to process. But if I didn't let go of these thoughts, I was going to turn my back on what life was bringing me in the moment. That's the thing. We swear up and down that life's not going our way. We swear things are bad. We swear we know better. Yet life is still going in another direction. What do? And the best thing we can do is jump in that river and flow where life is taking us. And I'm not saying you don't fight for what you want. I'm not saying you don't pick a new direction. But this whole narrative about life not being the way that we thought it was going to be, and us not being where we need to be or where we should be, is really us rooting against ourselves. And I've seen people do this so many times, and I so get it. A business fails, we lose a job, a relationship ends, someone we love gets sick. It's really hard sometimes to accept what life is handing us. But it's our job always to make the most of life. To look to see what resources we still have, what's still possible, and then stay open to so many other things because there are so many miracles and so many openings we can't see coming. But we need to be on the playing field. But when we're so sure life's never going to go our way again, we get off the playing field. We stop looking for the job. We don't go back to school. We don't put ourselves out there. We don't try new things because we're so sure we know that things can no longer work out. And people also feel that way about the pandemic as well. We are not where we thought we would be. Yes, some people have done well. Some people have made money. Some people have managed to put a social life together or a business life together. But many of us have had so many setbacks in different areas. And it's hard not to yearn for the past, yearn for the life we had before the pandemic. But it doesn't serve us. It gets us absolutely nowhere. Just makes us feel bad and negative and in pain. And again, you get to feel whatever you want to feel. And you get to have whatever thoughts you want to have. But we do have the power to shift perspective. And we do have the power to accept where we are and realize that our expectations sometimes lead us in the wrong direction. And they make us feel so bad. They make us feel that our life is wrong. Things are not right. Things could not possibly be this way. And that's very shaky ground to stand on. We need solid ground to begin something new. And that solid ground is in the moment. But when we're fighting the moment, it's really hard to begin. And when we're fighting the moment, it's hard to look ahead. And it's hard to embrace what's happening. I often find that it's when we resist life, we limit our possibilities. And like I said, I so get it. There are so many things going on with all of us right now. But the minute we can look and say, this is what's supposed to be happening because it is, that changed my life. When I get to that point, I feel peace. When I get to that point, I partner with the moment and I partner with creation. In every moment, everything keeps changing. And I think this pandemic has taught us that. But many of us are still in resistance because we don't like it. And I get that. I get not liking the circumstances that we're in. And I get wanting to run away from them and deny them. But I know when we partner with life and we partner with the circumstances, that's when we work our way out of them. Or we work our way forward, or we find what's new. We find those golden nuggets, we learn our lessons, and we find a way to move forward. We all are exactly where we need to be because this is where we are. It's not about being fair. It's not about being right. It's being in peace with the moment before us. And when you partner with the moment, the miracle happens. When you partner with the moment, possibilities blossom. When you partner with the moment, you meet new people. People write you, people call you. The sun shines on your face. And you start to expand and life starts to expand. And even if you can't see it, it is happening. You have a mission and a passion and a purpose in this lifetime, even during hard times and even during struggles. Remember, uncertainty is your best friend. Because if you don't know what's going to happen next in your life, that's a good thing. Because that means things can change and things can get better. I always say this, but life has maybe. We can never know in this moment that things are not going to get better. We can never know in this moment what change is going to bring. But when you open to uncertainty and you're open to maybe, you know that. Maybe my life will get better. Maybe I can accept this and still be okay. Maybe there's something still left for me to experience in this moment. Maybe my goals are real. Maybe my dreams are real. Maybe I can still achieve this. Your life has maybe because of the thing we fear the most, the uncertainty. But in order to embrace uncertainty and know we have maybe, we need to stand somewhere. And when we could stand in the moment in peace and say, here I am. This is what life has given me. It's not what I wanted. It's not what I expected. But here I am. Do our best to look for our blessings because blessings are always our resources. What do we still have? Do we have money to start a business? Do we have money for rent? What relationships do we have that could support us? What skills do we have? These are all the things we collect in the moment as we stay so open to everything that can be. Again, I know so well when our life's not exactly as we thought it would be, but it doesn't mean we're not okay. We can still be okay even when we're disappointed, or we have loss, or we have pain. And we still could look forward to the future. Because no matter what it looks like today, that uncertainty breeds possibilities. And when we become a player in our lives, when we participate in the miracle, when we participate in all that's possible, we are more likely to get there. So no matter where you stand today, I know you have what it takes to carry on, to find your way. You have every right to be hopeful. You have every right to stay in maybe. and you have every right to believe that maybe the best is yet to come. Thank you for listening to this podcast today. If you'd like to get in touch with me, you could email me at allison@allisoncarmen.com. If you'd like to read my book, The Gift of Maybe, it's available at all major bookstores and online retailers. And if you like this podcast, you could subscribe and leave a comment.